my thanks. Nice try.
I let you down.
Ignis, stay close to me. My thanks.
Ignis! I let you down.
See that?
Gladio.
A sorry end for the High Commander. For anyone. He was a man with hopes and dreams.
It's horrible.
What kind of fiend makes demons of men?
Look alive! Company!
See ya! Let's try.
We're getting... Nowhere!
And they just keep coming!
Knocked. Must go on alone. What? If you can obtain the crystal's power, we may yet be able to turn the tide. Elsewise, we are all like to perish here.
Biggie's right. It's our only chance.
What about you? We'll manage somehow. Just keep moving!
You could still get to the crystal if you went on your own. Your friends will have to stay behind.
Saw that coming.
Hangar gate closing. Please stand clear.
You better think fast. I don't envy you your decision.
So, this is the way to the crystal.
Betraying your friends for the greater good. The mark of a monarch. Step forth, your majesty. If you wish to obtain the crystal's power, you must be prepared to lose all else.
Gate closing. Please stand clear. Gate closed.
Don't die on me.
Do you suppose your dear friends are still alive? Those who died for you, do you ever wonder what went through their minds? Can you even recall their final words?
I'll come back for you all. I swear. How far's this go? Crystal had better be here. Everyone's counting on it. Counting on me.
Your journey is over, Noct.
Please. Help me stop the demons.
Why?
unharmed by the light, chosen king. Allow me to regale you with a tale. In an age long past, an incurable scourge ravaged mankind. A tiny menace that twisted men into monsters the likes of which you've seen. In Lucis lived a savior who could cure the afflicted. His body would come to host myriad demons, let countless lives be spared. But a jealous king, one not chosen by the crystal, ostracized and demonized this healer of the people, making a true monster of him. I gave you my name earlier, but you should know that it was not the name given to me at birth. Arden Lucis Kylum is my proper name. You'll never guess his name is any of us. No, killing this mortal will bring me sweet satisfaction. Playing the crystal's power, arise as its champion. Only once the crystal and king are no more, can I know redemption. Come back soon. I shall keep your friends company till you are.
Gather strength, O chosen. The fate of this world falls to the King of Kings. His providence consecrated in the divine light of the crystal. So it is ordained, the revelation of Bahamut. Awakened, the six have seen the coming of the prophesied hour. A time when the crystal shall have shed the entirety of its light unto the ring. Only then, once the sacred ring is replete, can the true king complete his ascension. And only by the true king's hand can the immortal accursed be banished and the light restored to this world. The King of Kings shall be granted the power to banish the darkness, but the blood price must be paid. To cast out the usurper and usher in dawn's light will cost the life of the chosen. Many sacrificed all for the king, so must the king sacrifice himself for all. enter into reflection, let the light of providence shine within. Waxes full. Go forth to the kingdom, where the usurper awaits. Reclaim the throne, and fulfill the calling of the true king.
Umbra. Be waiting in Hammerhead. Was I out? Where'd everybody go? Demons everywhere. What the hell happened? Last man standing. What is it, boy? Something's coming. A truck? Yeah?
It's me, Talcott. My grandpa served the Amicitia family.
Talcott?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes way. Welcome back, Your Majesty. Yes, sir. That's right. Huh? Just a second. Said he wants to have a word with you.
He can have it in person.
He said you can have it in person. Okay. We should be there shortly, sir. Wow. I can't tell you how good it is to see you again.
Yeah, you sure look different, though.
You think so? Guess I've grown some these 10 years.
10 years?
The guys must be pinching themselves right now.
Where are they, anyway?
Lestalem, more often than not, but they take a lot of trips to Hammerhead. For Miss Cindy. You know, back at the garage. She's a tough one, but when she needs a little extra muscle out on the road, she gives him a call. Speaking of which, the guys said they're near Hammerhead right now, so we'll be meeting them there. You know, ever since you disappeared, Your Majesty, it's been nothing but nighttime non-stop. Lestalem still has light thanks to the power plant, so just about everyone's taken refuge there.
Only there?
Everywhere else has been abandoned. Demons moved in, forcing the people to move out. People still swing by the garage at Hammerhead from time to time, but it usually isn't for repairs. These days it's less of a service station and more of a slayer station, a base for demon hunting. The garage is still open though, one of the few places that is.
So, Sid, he's still alive and kicking.
He's kicking all right, just not as hard as before. He hasn't really been himself lately. At least, not since he moved out to Lestalem. Someone suggested he move the garage there too, but old man Sid wasn't having it. He called it a big fat chocobo turd of an idea. Said it just wouldn't be the same anywhere else.
That sounds like Sid, all right.
Miss Cindy said she didn't mind either way, so the garage will probably stay put for a while, and without any tinkering to do, Ignis's gourmet seafood is about all Sid has left to look forward to. With all the demons prowling around, more folk were getting hurt. Or worse. So Iris talked the Marshal into taking out the demons themselves. Iris the Demon Slayer, they call her. Gladio and the others, they lend him a hand whenever they can. Prompto spends most of his time hunting around Hammerhead. He tries to impress Miss Cindy, but she's already married to her work.
And Ignis?
He hunts too. We tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. He said if anything, he's more used to the darkness than we are.
Never got his vision back.
I'm afraid not. But that being said, he gets by pretty well on his own. Gladio and Prompto usually hunt on their own as well. It isn't often you see the three of them together nowadays. They still work as a team every once in a while, but each has his own set of tasks to keep him busy.
Is that so?
We've arrived, Your Majesty. Everyone will be so happy to see you. Don't worry, I won't be going anywhere. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Hey? That's all you have to say for yourself after all this time?
Noct! It's you! It's really you!
I hadn't realized.
Well, well. You kept us waiting.
Not like I wanted to. We've got catching up to do.
Let's head inside.
So yeah, no wedding just yet.
No wedding ever.
Go figure.
Hey, don't hate me.
Hate the game. Yeah.
So we can't expect a formal introduction for some while.
Hey. See you later. Hey. See you later.
Welcome. Come again.
I'm more than happy to tell you we've even got some former Imperials fighting for us. The toughest of them said she used to lead a band of mercenaries.
Aranea?
So you do know her. Well, I'm not surprised. The Marshal said she was feared far and wide back in the day. But now she's revered among the Lucian masses. Same with her men, Biggs and Wedge. Each of them leads their own small army.
That's great.
I'm more than happy. We've even got some former Imperials fighting for her.
Aranea?
But now I'm more than happy Oh, right. About the Empire.
Huh.
Gladio brought back word that both the Emperor and High Commander were dead. With those two gone, Niflheim pretty much fell apart.
Yeah, figured.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything Oh, right. About...
Huh.
Gladio brought with those two gone.
Yeah,
I'm more than happy to tell you the Chancellor's still around, though. In Insomnia. Nobody who saw him had any clue what he might have been up to. But their stories piqued Ignis's curiosity. I ended up helping Ignis look into the matter, digging through old records, even joining him on trips to the royal tombs.
Royally roped into it.
It's cool. I'm a bit of a history buff myself. But we did discover something pretty weird.
Huh?
While we were poring over all those ancient texts, one name caught our eye. Ardens. Apparently he was hailed as a savior, healing all those who were ravaged by demons, only to end up branded a demon himself. A dubious charge, I'd say. By all accounts, he was just as human as you and me. I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. On the bright side, we've come a little closer to understanding the demons.
And?
You see, I'd always thought they were animals, only more hideous and savage. But it turns out they're just ordinary people. Unlucky folk infected by something or other that transformed them into monsters. There's no known cure as of yet. So death is the only mercy. I'm more than happy to tell you we've got a lot of survivors pouring in from Accordo, too. What with all the demon attacks there as of late? Not like it's much better here. Lestalem's practically overflowing with refugees from Insomnia. The Empire's recovery assistance fell by the wayside, and demons overran the city. Thankfully, Iris and the Marshal managed to evacuate the civilians. Now there's no one left, except the demons. I spent my childhood in the Crown City. It's sad knowing it's gone, you know?
Not for long. I became the king to reclaim our home, and now I'm back, as promised.
All these years and you remembered.
You bet.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. Your Majesty, do you remember my grandfather?
Yeah.
There's something I wasn't able to tell you back then. Grandpa died because of me. It was my fault. An Imperial officer approached me in town, asked if I was from the Crown City, and that was just the beginning. What brings you here, young man? You didn't come here by yourself, did you? Oh, your grandfather's a butler at a manor. How very grand. Oh, he rubs shoulders with the royal family. You must be ever so proud. I answered him without thinking. A little after that, the man showed up at our hotel.
Talcott.
Think what you will of me, but please know that Grandpa didn't give you away.
Listen.
Yeah?
You're not a kid anymore. You should know by now what happened that day wasn't your fault. None of it. You know, it's hard to ask someone about their pain, but it's just as hard to share your own with someone else. I appreciate you opening up to me, and I swear I'll make things right. But believe me when I say nobody blames you. Not me, not your grandpa. Trust me, you have the king's word.
I suppose you're right, Your Majesty. Thank you. Safe travels, Your Majesty.
Well, fellas, we're homeward bound at last. Time to suit up.
Finally get to rock these threads.
Wear them with pride.
Yeah. Just hope they still fit.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, at long last.
What we've been waiting for.
Sure is.
This is it. Give me your all, guys.
Yeah.
You got it! Not good!
You don't seem as jumpy as before.
Maybe I'm just better at hiding.
Maybe.
We needn't waste more time.
Yeah.
Haven't fought together like this in ages.
Really takes you back, doesn't it?
We may have struggled before, but now nothing can stand in our...
I'm surprised we haven't seen any glaives around here.
Why would we?
Because they're doing reconnaissance, dealing with the demons as they go.
Their base is up ahead. Come on.
Monsters! Look what they've done to our home!
Once we take it back, we'll rebuild it better than ever.
Guess we've still got a little fight left in us.
You say that like we've already peaked.
Yeah! We haven't even reached our prime!
Guess you're right.
You've got this.
Don't worry, I got this.
Ignis!
Roger.
Follow me.
What kingly confidence you've acquired. And it only took you 10 years.
fresh.
Then we should hurry. There may be survivors nearby.
We got a good thing going here.
Perfect synergy.
Let's show the power of teamwork.
Sight to sense what's around me. No time to waste.
But of course, Your Highness.
Marshal!
You gone senile or something?
Can do. Well, here we are.
There's so many of them.
Tell me about it. I've been at it for hours.
Hang in a little longer. Far less trouble than anticipated.
Let's make it happen.
We needn't waste more time.
You alright? More or less. Glad you made it back. Highness,
Glad to be back.
I've got something to show you. Follow me.
So, what brought you back to Insomnia?
We wanted to do what we could to make sure everything was in order. For the day the king returned to reclaim his rightful seat on the throne. We're stationed just up ahead. It's just about the only place we have left. Come on. Good news, everyone! Your king has returned! Highness! I knew you'd come back! Your Highness, for many moons, we have eagerly awaited the coming of this day.
Brothers and sisters, brave warriors of Lucis, you've done well these 10 years. And I thank you. done so much. All for my sake. Even as the darkness overcame our world, we kept the light alive in our hearts. We've all lost friends and loved ones along the way, but the one thing we never lost was hope. Brothers and sisters, I ask you to stand by me and fight at my side for the light and for the future of our world. All hail the King of Light!
The Glaive's finally got its king.
You're so happy to have him back.
Yes, but they'll never happier than us.
Thanks for opening up the camp. I appreciate it.
Didn't want to leave anything unsaid. Whatever you do, you will have my unwavering support.
I know. So, how'd things work out with you-know-who?
Oh, a gentleman doesn't kiss and tell.
Look at you. Just remember, hold tight to the ones you love. And don't let go. Lose your grip and you'll lose them for good. You get a few more scars while I was gone?
Wouldn't be much of a shield if I didn't take a few hits.
Think you can take a couple more?
It's my job. I'll take as many as you need me to.
Heard your head in the Crown's Guard. Your dad would be proud of you.
These are pretty big shoes to fill. But I swore a vow to do whatever it takes to protect you and the future of our world.
I'll be sure to hold you to it, Captain. Heard your head in the Crown's Guard. Your dad would be proud of you. I'll be sure. Once the night is over, we'll break down the walls and usher in the dawn of a new world.
Yeah, just like we promised.
Once the night is over, we'll break down.
Yeah.
Once the night is over, we'll break down.
Yeah.
We've sacrificed so much just to make it this far. Lost so much along the way.
The pains of the past pave a path to the future. Our sacrifices will...
Yeah.
Here, take this.
A key?
Good eye.
Perfect. I need to come up with a plan.
If it please, Your Highness.
Top of the morning, fellas.
Feels a little forced when it's always nighttime.
I've dealt with my fair share of demons while out on reconnaissance duty, but the ones around here are some of the toughest I've faced. Your Majesty would do well to take care. I've dealt with my fair share of demons while out, Your Majesty.
My humblest apologies, but this area is on lockdown at the moment. Literally, that is. It's locked. I would open it for you, but I seem to have misplaced the key.
No way.
My liege, I have a request from Ms. Ara.
You mean Cindy?
Yes. She was hoping you would help her unearth some special machine parts from the city ruins. We've already deployed one of our glaives to the designated area. They're not much for conversation, but rest assured, when it comes to combat, they're more than capable. I've marked the location on your map. All that's left is to...
Got it.
You can buy just about anything you need from that vending machine if you're lucky enough to have it.
Why wouldn't I?
Well, that happened while you were gone. Instead, they started to trade things like meteor shards. Stuff with more practical value.
Mr. Argentum, I've heard you're quite the savvy cameraman. Could you help me with something?
With what?
Well, a group of us were trying to take some pictures of the Crown City as part of our reconnaissance work. Unfortunately, the demons were too much for us to handle, so I was hoping you might be able to go out and snap some shots in our stead. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Leave it to me.
Hey, about those photos. Would it be okay if I helped? I want to see the state of the city for myself.
Sure thing. The more the merrier.
I crossed the continent as a hunter in my former life, but I was reborn as a member of the Marshal's Kingsglaive. If ever I can be of service to you, please do not hesitate to ask.
Been a bit of a reconnaissance myself in preparation for the operation. Keeping tabs on the nifs makes my blood boil to see the mess they've made of the Crown City.
Don't worry. Make things right. Hello?
Knock.
Iris.
I didn't believe Vladdy when he told me you were back.
How have you been?
I've been okay. Actually, there's something I wanted to talk with you about.
What?
I'd rather talk about it in person. So, just make sure you come back in one piece, okay?
Yeah, thanks for taking care of everyone while I was gone. And if anything happens, I'll be counting on you.
I'm sure nothing will happen. See you soon. Okay, Knock?
Yeah. See you soon.